Hello there, we are back. We are,
Sunshine Vagabonds.
yes, we are, and we just got back from our first cruise on Celebrity Equinox. Not our first celebrity cruise ever, but our first one on this ship. And we're real excited because this is the first time they've been in Orlando since we've been here, or Port Canaveral, which they call Orlando.
So this ship is one in the Solstice class, which is refurbished in 2019.
It was.
Takes about 2,800 guests out. They have 14 decks, 2 outdoor pools, 1 indoor pool in the solarium.
Bunch of hot tubs, couple at each location, a ton of bars.
Yeah.
Which I don't even think we got to drink at every bar, but we checked a bunch of them out. How about the area up on the top deck?
Yes, that was pretty cool. It was actually was it real grass?
Yes.
Yeah, it was real grass. There was a guy actually using a lawnmower to cut it one day, which was pretty interesting to see out in the middle of the water.
Yeah, I think they call it the lawn club. That we played bocce there. We played like a little miniature golf kind of thing there. People lay down just to chill on the grass. They show outdoor movies there.
They do like yoga up there, or I saw people exercising up there. So the hot pots or whatever that was.
Yes, the hot pots. I have no idea what that means.
That was where I met.
Oh yes, exactly. Hollywood Glass Studio.
Yeah.
Yes, that was awesome. And we should do it. We're going to do a whole video on that, but tell them briefly about that, and the teaser will be to have to come back and watch it.
Yeah, so up there in that lawn area that we had mentioned before, they have a Hollywood
hot glass studio
where you can actually make your own glass item, bowl, vase, things like that.
Yes, and she made something beautiful.
I made a bowl.
Yes, but we're going to make you watch the other video to see how cool it was.
So on this ship we chose a veranda room, and walking in there I thought it was a little bit bigger than some other even celebrity ships. The bathroom definitely seemed bigger to me. It seemed like there was more space to put things. Yeah, what did you think about that?
I agree. The bathrooms seem bigger and the showers seem bigger, but they're not big.
No.
They're still tiny.
But the other thing that was different was a lot of them you have like a vanity area. This one they had like your glasses and stuff set up there. It was a little bit of a different vibe for the vanity area.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Where I sit to put my makeup on
Oh, yeah, okay.
and do my hair and all that.
Okay, gotcha. All right, they give some cool things in the room. There were bathrobes, which you thought that was cool.
Loved it.
There was
comfy too, so comfy.
There you go. I don't think I ever put mine on.
You didn't.
All right, but there were umbrella. They provide an umbrella, tote bag. There was a mini fridge in there. It was pretty small and not very cold, but it was still convenient. The bed was pretty comfortable. So
I like the tote bag edition because a lot of people don't take like a bag with them, for when they're going up to the pool or whatever. And I saw so many people walking around with those tote bags. So way to go, Celebrity. So what'd you think about the food on this ship?
that was great. I loved it. I kind of loved the buffet, and I loved the main dining room, and I loved the El Baccio, that little cafe. The food was great.
Agreed.
Right. And we're cheap. We're vagabonds, right? So we didn't even spend $1 on specialty restaurants. These were all the basic food offerings that were included. All right. So what did you think about the grub that they served us in the main dining room?
I thought it was excellent.
The entrees were great. I love seafood, and I tried, I think, 4 or 5 different seafood dishes while we were there. And during fancy, whatever cool night they called it, you got to eat
lobster.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was excellent. It wasn't a tiny lobster either. It was a full-size lobster tail. It was great.
It looked great. I couldn't eat it that day.
Why didn't you eat it?
Well, I may have eaten something I shouldn't have the night before, or I got a stomach bug or whatever.
Not on board the ship, off on an island somewhere.
All right, so what was so special about this buffet?
It had a pasta station, a pizza station, carving station, desserts, salads, charcuterie area, ice cream, you name it. There was just everything.
Yeah, it was awesome. And the pasta was a make-your-own pasta.
Right.
So you kind of had a couple sauces and pastas and mixings to mix in. That was fun. Well, one of the things I thought was cool is like every day there was different things.
Mm-hmm.
And one day was Shrimp Palooza or something like that. And there were, I don't know, 7,584 different pieces of shrimp up there.
Or not.
There were a lot. And I ate a lot of shrimp that day. It was delectable. And it was neat. And every once in a while you saw something, this was the chef special or the chef, special creation up there in the buffet, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, and we were actually there around Christmas time, so I thought it was cool that they had turkey, stuffing, like all the Thanksgiving foods.
With all the fixings, yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. It's like they cared, and they did a nice job setting up the menu every day. My favorite part about the buffet, and we even skipped dessert a few times in the main dining room and went up to the buffet for dessert. They had amazing dessert choices, and they had a ton of them. They were delectable. And some days, there was a dirt palooza.
Dirt palooza
Yeah,
in the buffet.
It was a dessert palooza in the buffet, and they had amazing desserts that night too.
So one of my favorite things is first day on the ship, we walked in there and I saw the charcuterie area. They had the burrata cheese, and oh my God, they had the basil sauce you could put on with it, and that was great. I loved that. That was one of my favorites. That and the pizza.
And we also did breakfast and lunch there, and the breakfast and lunch is just the same thing we said for dinner for breakfast and lunch. A huge selection, and it was good.
Mm-hmm. So moving on to service. What did you think of the service?
I thought it was really good. Like, this is our third Celebrity Cruise, and they've all had good service compared to the other ships we've been on. I thought this was the best yet. So, at one point in time, I thought the service was perfect. I think I said that while we were on board. Maybe it wasn't perfect. I'm sure there could be better service. But, our room attendant, Parwata, was awesome. He seemed to care a lot about us. He just didn't take care of our room, which he did a great job with. But, when he walked by us in the hall, he asked questions, he actually cared.
Yeah, that's true. When we would be coming back from being off the ship for the day or whatever, he'd ask, so what'd you do when you were off the ship? And, it wasn't just in passing. He would stop and look at you and genuinely seem like he wanted to know.
Yeah. We loved our servers for dinner, though.
Yes, we did. We requested him again, so yeah.
And their names were Anamish and Leo. Anamish was the head waiter. Leo was the assistant waiter. They really doted on us and made us feel special too. I mean, it was awesome. So overall, I thought the service was pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right, I'll let you start with entertainment since you really seem to like the theater action more than I do.
Yeah, I love to go to the shows. I don't ever miss a show. And I thought the shows were really good on the ship. Specifically, I loved the Doug Funk, who was an improv.
Well, you loved him because he pulled you up on stage.
I liked him still.
Okay. But we do have a video of her on stage with Doug Funk, which is already out on YouTube, and we'll link it here, up there somewhere, wherever. And you can watch that. It was pretty fun, 4 or 5 minutes of Jackie being a star.
Yeah. And Harrison Treble, piano player, he was awesome. I don't think you got to go to the show in the room, but you saw him somewhere else.
Yeah, we were watching a duo called Hello Honey in the Ensemble Lounge, and they were awesome. They actually played some songs that I've never heard played on a cruise ship before, and they put a fun spin on them, which was great. Anyway, I love them, and all of a sudden Harrison Treble shows up and starts playing piano there, which was pretty neat.
Yeah, so you did get to see him. You thought he was pretty good, right?
Yeah, he was. And they were good. You liked the show?
Yeah, the last day they had a show. I think it was called Top Hat, but I thought it was great. I liked it a lot. As far as those.
I don't know. I think I could have been just as happy hanging out playing bocce on the grass.
Well.
But that's what the awesome thing about a cruise, though, is there's different things for different people to do and stuff, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had one ad hoc thing on the last night that you thought was super cool. It's where they sang holiday songs on the
Oh yeah, they did Christmas carols, and you got a little book with the carols that they were singing, and everybody was dressed up Christmassy, like just a Christmas hat or whatever. But it was awesome. It really made it feel like the holidays.
Yeah, and a lot of the crew participated, which was fun too. And the other bonus was Harrison Treble came down and played piano for that too.
Yeah.
So I mean, the people that were on board, like as the starring roles, seemed to pop up here and there all over the ship later on too. But the entertainment was good. Jackie might give it a higher rating than that.
Yeah. So the one thing that I do miss on board Celebrities is not having a comedy lounge where you can go see comedy every night. I'm not sure which cruise line does that. And a piano bar.
Yeah. There were people playing piano, but it wasn't like a sing-along vibe at all. Yeah, good point.
Those were the two things I definitely missed on this cruise. So, what did you think about the vibe?
I thought it was good for me. How's that sound? Is that a selfish answer? The reason I'm saying that is, for someone my age, it fit pretty well. And for someone so it was mostly adults, and I'd say most of the people were above 50. Definitely most people were above 50. I've never seen as many scooters and wheelchairs in my life. Everywhere we went, there were scooters and wheelchairs in front of us, which is awesome that those people could enjoy the cruise, and someday that's going to be me. But there were a lot of them on board, so just that's the part of the vibe. And it was not a huge party ship, and I'm not a huge party person anymore, so that's why I said I think it was right for me.
Okay. Good thing you explained that to people.
Was it right for you?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. But I would like a little bit of a party atmosphere. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I don't want to make it seem like, okay, go ahead.
So the funny thing is, it always seems like it's a party atmosphere around the pool. They always are playing party music. Yeah. And sometimes when I'm at the pool, I just prefer to relax and read my book.
That's why God made the solarium.
Yeah, but it's closed. What if I want to be in the sun?
Yeah, then you're screwed.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean,
Or you could be in the suite area, and then you get to have your private sun deck.
Well, okay. We're not.
Right, we're vagabonds again. Yeah. We can't afford the suite life.
There was a lot of Christmas trees all around board, and, the garland around the railings, and they had, a whole gingerbread village set up.
Yeah, which just popped up, in the middle of the night, one of the nights that we were there. It was pretty cool.
That was nice.
All right, so kind of an idea of the vibe. You actually did something either cheap or free at the spa.
Yeah, they had I think there were more than just this. So I just happened upon seeing one for, to help get rid of your puffy eyes. And I was like, oh, give it a try. So I went to the spa. It was all free, and they give you, the whatever things they're the ingredients to put on your eyes. It's not just telling you. And then, if you choose to buy it, you can buy it there. You can order it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
And I'm looking at the video now saying I should have got it. Look at the puffiness under my eyes.
Oh, yeah, well.
Hopefully you bought some and brought it home.
No, I didn't.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I didn't step inside the gym one time.
I stepped inside the gym. Not in workout clothes, but I went in just to check it out.
Anything you can tell everybody about the gym?
It's crowded, actually. There were a lot of people in there when I was in there. It's not huge, but they have, the bikes, the treadmills.
A pretty relaxing cruise. Every time you went to the theater, you didn't have to rush to get there because there are always seats available. anytime we wanted to play a game or hang out in a venue, there was always room for us. It wasn't cheap.
No.
Yeah, we didn't have the drink package, but we still drink. And I guess because we didn't have the drink package, I spent time looking at the menu to see what I was paying, and some of the drinks were really pricey, but they were also kind of delicious.
A tip would be go to the martini bar. We did a flight of martinis when we went, and they actually really put on quite an amazing show for you. So it's very, very fun, as well as neat to try all kinds of different martinis that you probably never try.
Yeah, we got 6 different samples and there. I mean, it was fun. Like Jackie said, watching them make it. El Baccio, I mentioned it earlier in the food section. If you didn't pay attention there, it's a great place to go to get some specialty coffees and some really interesting and cool desserts. And it's in the middle of the ship, so it's really not near the other food venues.
I had such a good strawberry shortcake there. It was so good.
See, even she liked it. The lawn club, we talked about it earlier. But if you want to just get away and relax, it's quiet there, and there's these big, comfortable seats there most of them are shaded. So it's a nice place to just get away and relax and maybe take a little nap away from all the hustle and bustle. Your tip about the Hollywood glass making.
Make sure you sign up for it. Do it your first day on. They book up really quickly.
Yeah, and it was probably like the one, there's our cats going crazy, our one extravagant spending item while we were on there. But you had a blast. And I had a blast just watching her. The whole process is neat. And you come home and you've got this beautiful piece of artwork slash glass. Well,
Check on them.
I don't know. They'll be fine. We have two male cats and they're going crazy. We paid, I think, about $900 a person for our Veranda room. Veranda, doesn't that sound fancy? Veranda room. What do you think? Was our journey worth it? And on this trip, we went to Cozumel, Costa Maya, Belize, and Roatan, Honduras. So we had 4 stops and 2 sea days.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty fair price. Maybe a little pricey. No? And it was the holidays.
I don't think it was pricey.
Okay.
We ate great meals every night. We ate good breakfast and lunches. We had a beautiful ship, a nice room. I thought it was worth it.
Well, he's got more financial brain than I do. I know when we booked it, he said it was a good deal. So I trust his judgment with the money.
Wow, that's big. All right, and then the final thing I would say, just this ship is not for everybody. Right? It doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. It doesn't have like amazing activities, especially for thrill seekers and young people. But if you're the right person, and I kind of feel like it fits my demographic, it was just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, they still have, all those different activities, the games, the trivia games, and all that kind of stuff that you can get involved in that, aren't extravagant kind of water slides and like all that kind of.
All right. So there's our recommendation. We think a lot of people would like this as much as we did.
Yeah.
All right. So we are Sunshine Vagabonds. Give us a follow if you don't mind. We're trying to build up our fan base a little bit. And we've got this whole list now, this playlist of cruise reviews we've done. Well, we've also got other things and other places we visited, which you can check out on our homepage. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.